Puffing my own cigar for the boys. Let's go. Oh, no, just stop. No. I don't want to hear it was about the Giants. You can only play the people on your schedule. That's what we got. Getting imitated, never duplicated. That fool with their gibberish. Oh, what was that? Let's try that again. That fool with no hands, that shouts like Ric Flair. Woo! Woo! The R8RBEAR! R8RBEAR! Oh, don't mind the silver and black timepiece. It's my birthday. All right. Oh, that's right, birthday. So what's up, fam? Welcome to the show. Appreciate you all tuning in for R8RBEAR Live. And I just wanted to announce a couple things really quickly. First, remember, we are able to save many lives from subscriptions and stars from all of you. And we really appreciate it here at R8RBEAR Family Page. And also, if you should consider ever doing your own show like I'm doing now, I'm using StreamYard. It's very, very popular because it's like the easiest bike to ride. You know what I mean? There's no falling down. It's got kiddie wheels on it. You use StreamYard for your show, it'll only get better. And if you would, click on my link. It's just down below. And if you can, you'll be able to go right through with it. They're trying to keep a record of how many people that I send to StreamYard. So, because they are sponsoring a R8RBEAR. That, and it's my birthday. Yeah. What do you think of that? I see everyone knows already, though. Everyone knows the bear. Let me get up here. All the way to the top. Okay. Tradish! R8RBEAR Live. First comment. Woo! MVP tonight goes to... The moment I do this, all the suspense is taken out of it. For Dustin King. What's up, DK? Welcome to the show. Always there for a R8RBEAR. With a little bit of an upset. In second place, Josh Russell, the heavyweight champion of R8RBEAR Family Page. Go play him. Okay? Go making goals from him. Dustin King. Third place, my bronze medal goes to Travis Kelly. What's up, man? Welcome to the show. Hey, listen, and again, I hope your wife's doing better. I know you guys are dealing with a lot of stuff right now, so just know in my prayers, brother. Okay, so let me see here. Who was our first YouTuber? Let's see who our first YouTuber was. Oh, David Pelkliver is our winner from YouTube. And then scroll down just a little bit more, and we have Jonathan Gonzalez. What's up, Jonathan? Welcome to the show. That's my good friend, son. Good to see you, brother. Make sure you hug your dad from me later. Third, YouTube, Troy Gill. Troy, welcome to the show. Always a G. My God, Troy Gill. Welcome to the show. All right, so let's just get right into it. We won. It just feels good to say. We won. Okay, we dominated. Okay, now, how many people right now remember me saying that I thought that AOC should be a Raider, and then they went and got him? And then when he finally, and I do mean finally, was given an opportunity to take the reins and ride that horse into the touchdown zone, the end zone, scoring points, moving the ball, very little mistakes. He was excellent. And I don't want to hear any more about us drafting a quarterback next year. Not if he keeps playing like that, guys. That deep ball that he threw to Andre Carter, barbecue chicken. Okay, it was right on the money. I'm not asking you to pat me on the back. All I'm simply saying is I told all of you AOC was going to be dope, and you've only seen the beginning. This is with him as just a red little eared puppy. Okay, you like that red eared puppy? This is just with him being a little red eared puppy. But having said that, I have a strong sense that he's going to just get better and better. And remember, for a rookie to play this well is unheard of. It's unheard of. Not to say that it never happens. Of course it happens, but it's extremely rare to give the reins to a rookie and have him play that well. Plus, he's going through his coach getting fired, his owner's a jerk. You know what I mean? All these different things. Seeing the fans selling their tickets and so on and so forth. Really? All right, back to it. Stephen Marchand, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Shane Street, there's my guy right there. Darren Patterson, appreciate all this happy birthday love. Carlos Magana, what's up, Carlos? Welcome to the show. Carlos Magana, there we go. I wanted to make sure I said it right. Erman Jr., what's up? Welcome to the show. Kevin Kahu, Hano. I've got to say that one in a long time. What's up, brother? Jerome Coleman, my twin brother in the house. What's up, man? Welcome to the show. I love that guy. Okay, let's see. About to put foots in them Jets on a short week. Travis Kelly, we were going to put it into the Jets one way or the other. One way or the other, we were going to put it on. And I would say this, too, to people who are worried about that upcoming game against the Jets, because you do hear a lot about the Jets defense and how good they are. But I have a problem with that, because even if they are good, okay, and I know almost all of you, male and female, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Almost all defenses get winded and they tucker out and they can't play as fiercely as they normally do because the offense can't stay on the field long enough to give them a breather. Now, that little green Power Ranger, that's the quarterback for the Jets. You know, the one with his blonde hair. He looks like he should be on that surf show where they were saving people. Oh, stop it. Let's see. Let us see. Pete Almeida, what's up? Welcome to the show. Denton Rhodes, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Space Force, I won't forget. Rude Boy Raider, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. So for those of you who felt like this was too fast, in other words, it's too fast for me to react this way, I disagree. And there are those that say, don't be a creature of the moment, right? Don't get obsessed, and think that just because we did that to Dallas, that we have the quality of football, we can do it every week. I'm not saying that. What I am saying, though, is that even if we don't put up 30 against other teams, with the defense playing better now, solid, not being held back. And by the way, that's the second game where the defense really kept us in the game. Now, having said that, AOC, I love this new nickname, Aiden O'Connell is going to do what he does. If you go back to his tape when he was at Purdue, this is what he does. He can left, right, middle, left, right, middle. He can throw everywhere. He's got all the throws. He only missed a handful. And we're being honest. I'm being honest. He did miss a handful of passes. Okay. I can live with that. Some of them were tight, but did you see the one he threw late to Devontae Adams? He had like triple coverage on him, and he threw it right on a rope, right to our guy, Devontae Adams. Now, he dropped that pass, but it was right on the money. Hit him in the hands. But I think he was startled that he threw it. I'm serious. I think the reason he didn't catch it is he went, whoa, he's throwing it to me? Oh. Okay, Miguel and Victoria. What's up, Raider Bear? Leaving to Vegas Thursday. We'll be there for the Raiders-Jets game. Going to watch our Raiders take over Allegiant Stadium once again. Right on, Miguel. Great profile picture. She's pretty. Travis Kelly, no. I'm probably going to get it in, though. I mean, this week, I'll get it in the mail. Maggie Hernandez, what's up? Welcome to the show. Rude Boy Raider in the house. James and Princetta Walker in the house. One of my favorite married couples. All right, let me keep going here. So, okay, I mean, because I had to take down notes because I didn't want to miss anything. Okay, so the new power rankings came out this week, and I have beef. I have big beef with the power rankings, and you will too when you find out that we are now ranked 22nd in the power rankings, which is, respectable. It's not, a good team, but it's a respectable team. Now, the Colts are 21st. So they're arguing they're a little better than we are, which I think is ridiculous. The Colts are a hot mess. Okay. And then you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're 20th. They have them 2 spots better than we are, and they have a 3-5 record. I don't understand that. The Falcons. I mean, come on, the Falcons. 17th best team is the Falcons. Give me a break. I mean, I'm not feeling that. Okay, but now, excuse me. The Falcons were the 19th. Excuse me. The Falcons, 19th best in the power rankings. And then I go down to the last one I wrote down because then I didn't want to write down anymore because this one made me throw up in my mouth. So at 17th best team amongst all the football players, all the football teams, the 17th best. Jets mess. What? I mean, what are we talking about? The Jets are better than everyone I just mentioned to you. That's what they're saying. Everyone I just mentioned to you, they're saying the Jets are better than all of them. The Jets are better than the Falcons, which I don't agree with. Tampa Bay, which I don't agree with. And us. They could probably beat the Colts. I don't know what the Colts are doing ahead of us. I think that's crazy. I just think that's crazy. It wasn't Niner Beto this time, brother. We took care of it. Louis Hernandez, what's up? Welcome to the show and appreciate those happy birthdays. What up, Bear? Health and happiness to another year. That's right, Louis. Welcome to the show. Yes, Travis, of course. I always have Raider Nation's back, okay? As long as you're a good person, and obviously I know you are, then I'm gonna do that. Okay, it's still sinking in. I can't believe we have a new coach. Mark Davis gave all of Raider Nation an early Christmas present and a boost of morale to the locker room. Big time. And I would appreciate it if all the Raider players, when the cameras come in, if you would keep your shirts on, please, because Jalen Smith was spotted by Mama Bear, and at least 2 or 3 times went, wait, rewind it. Who is that? What? Hey, jeez.
True story.
It is a true story. I keep it straight with Raider Nation. Darren Patterson said, Bear, can we lose to the Chiefs twice and run the table and still make the playoffs? Yes, because remember, there's an extra wild card team. Look at this boy. Yeah, just has to be on camera.
Been waiting outside the door, literally staring at the door, waiting for you. Aww.
Yeah. I was hoping we could go 7-2 the rest of the way. If we can go to 7-2 the rest of the way, just lose 2 more games, and I think we could do it regardless. And then you say if it's 2 games, if they're both against the Chiefs and we dominate everyone else, then maybe we can just get them in the playoffs. I don't know. We'll see. Again, not Carter, bro. Tucker. Oh, okay. Trey Tucker. I don't have a problem with that. Miguel, I bought me an Aiden O'Connell jersey a week ago because I love the kid. I don't think we'll draft a quarterback. I think we should use the draft and worry about our other things. I think we have our quarterback. Okay, Miguel, not only do I agree with you, but I agree with you big time, because I think when you look at AOC, you see a Raider quarterback. You see the Kenny Stabler. You see the guys that used to come in. They weren't always the number one picks and things like that. But once they got rolling with the team, they showed. You don't have to have the best quarterback coming out of the draft to get a quarterback that can give you quality. And I mean that with everything I have. If you go back on YouTube, pull up his games at Purdue, and you will see the exact same kid. Tough, smart, delivers the ball quickly, accurately, which is my number one thing. He's accurate. So the more playing time he gets, he's only going to get better and better. Nat Frank, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Nicholas Maida in the house. What's up, Nicholas? Bobby Ware. I appreciate the love, brother. I do. I appreciate that, brother. Nicholas, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Eric Peterson said AOC has a chance to be the quarterback. Well, Eric Peterson, I think it's a lot more than a chance. See, Eric, he's got two things in his favor. Okay. One, he's accurate. The team likes him. Okay. He was a draft pick. That's a decent, draft pick. It wasn't, he's not a 7th round pick or anything like that. And he's winning. He's winning. You know what I mean? With him playing this well, I think he can win the job. I really do, because most true football people know you don't have to have this top flight quarterback. He puts the ball where it's supposed to be. He's consistent. He's tough. Just let the man play. And I'm just glad he's going to get all these last games to now go out there and prove it. Greg Lloyd, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Let's see. Is it true what happened in the meeting with the players and the coaches? Troy, it's more than true. There was more to it than the press was giving out, and I'll explain. The players, when they went back in the locker room, just said, look, we're going to have it out right now. And when coach was trying to talk to them about their things, you know how coach stands in the middle of the circle. Well, the players kind of shrunk that circle, not trying to intimidate him or anything, because none of them looked like they were mad or pissed off like in that way. And they just all basically said, look, we're sick of this. You want us all to change and be like, you want us to be. And we must all act like we're in the military and be quiet and not speak until spoken to. Come on, man. He had no flexibility with the players. He didn't communicate with them well. And then instead of finding someone that can do that, he went, nope, they're just going to get what they get from me. See you later. You know what I mean? I'm just really impressed. I have to give him some credit. I don't want to, but I'm going to give Mark Davis some credit, because the rumor I heard, and I broke this story last week before any other press had the story. I had it first, before ESPN, before Fox, everybody. I had it first, and I announced he is going to be fired. And most of us know he had a 3 or 4 years remaining on his contract. You know what I mean? And only, a year and a half into that contract. And so you could argue that Mark Davis could have stuck with coach, and we might have been wrong in his eyes to get rid of that coach so quickly. You know what I mean? When coaches normally get 3 to 4 years minimum to show what they have, but he's not a good coach, man. He's just not. And you're never going to see him coach again. Never. You will see him as a coordinator. You will see him calling offenses for other teams. He'll probably get at least 2 or 3 other jobs if he comes back. Maybe end up with the Falcons, bounce around, maybe go to Green Bay, bounce around, maybe goes to the Colts. You know what I mean? And they'll all give him jobs as assistant offensive, coordinators. Jesse Cardenas, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Jose Reyes, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. I appreciate that. And remember, consider a subscription to Raider Bear family page. It's just $5 a month, but you can cancel it at any time. If you look right down there next to the blue thumbs up, there's a green badge, and you click on that and you're on your way. And really appreciate you. Fide Galvan, what's up? Welcome to the show. So let's look at this real quick. We have this. I have the season in front of me. Okay. And oh, whoops. I gotta. Oh, no. Hold on. I gotta update that. Okay, there. Sorry. Okay, so we just finished off the Giants. Now we have the Jets next. The Jets have a very good defense. Very good. Okay. But if I'm not mistaken, we're the home team in that one. So since we are the home team in that one, I like our odds against a bad quarterback. For what I said earlier, he's just not going to be on the field long enough to give their defense a breather, and then we're going to give them the business, especially with the Raider way being how we play football again, which means we're going to just pound Josh Jacobs in there. I don't care if he gets 2 yards for 10 snaps in the first quarter, then feed him some more, because we're going to keep wearing down that defensive line. And then there's going to be times where AOC gives that fake play action, and I loved it. So I've got us beating the Jets for sure. So let's see. Whoops, sorry. So let's see. I'll do a record right now. So wins and losses. Okay, so let's see. So we got 1 win in the books for there against the Jets. Okay, then we're on the road for the Dolphins. Now I'm going to show respect to the Dolphins and say that we may lose this game. I'm leaning toward losing that game because they're going to be coming off what they did against the Chiefs. They're going to want to prove themselves. Now, see, I don't want to take them. My heart is saying that's the game we're going to win. That's surprising me. You know what I mean? I want to go into Kansas City with a 3-game, win streak. Giants, we beat them. Jets, we beat them, and then beat the Dolphins. If you take that into Kansas City, we'll have them shaking in their boots a little bit. So I'd like to see that. Now, when I said take it into Kansas City in the first game is going to come into Las Vegas. So we'll be at home for that. Wow. So we could get that 3-game winning streak and then go into our house to face the Chiefs. Wow. Yeah. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. We beat the Dolphins. I'm going to say we're going to beat the Dolphins. I think it'll be a tight game, but we'll beat the Dolphins. Okay, so we beat the Jets. We beat the Dolphins, 3-game win streak, and then the Chiefs come to us. Now, I believe we have to win that game. We have to, because regardless of whether or not they get to play in a Super Bowl in our stadium, okay, which cannot happen, we've got to win that game, man. We got to win that game. I'm just putting it as a win because we got to win that game. But I'm making a note next to that one because I'll come back to it when we count this. Okay, so moving forward, the Vikings. Now, we're at home for the Vikings. I find that interesting because the Vikings are, beaten up, but they have that quarterback, Josh Dobbs. They just traded for him from Atlanta. Where was he? The Cardinals. They just traded the Cardinals for him. That kid's got an arm. He's mobile. He's smart. And he just had a comeback win this last Sunday, and he can play. So that one concerns me. But we are at home, though. Yeah, no, home game, I'm taking the win. And I'm going to change my win on the Dolphins. I'm just going to say we lose that game and take our first L on that one. Because to me, the best gambler can find the game. If you're betting on 5 games, you have to know you're not going to go 5-0. You know what I mean? You may go 5-0 sometimes, but the majority of the time you won't. So you have to look for at least one of those that you say to yourself, I have to be wrong about one of these. So I'm going to say it's this one, whatever the case may be. I think it's the Raiders against the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins will get right against us, but they won't pound us. It'll be a close game. Damn it. As I'm saying this, I'm not convincing myself. I think we can beat Miami. I really do, even on the road. So it's like, I want to say it, but there's got to be one of those games here that you just think, no, that can't be it. Okay. Damn. Okay. So then we go forward and it's the Chargers and we're at home. Wow. That's a nice little home streak run. Okay. So Sunday, November 19th, week 11, we play the Dolphins and we play on the road. Then we're at home for the Chiefs, home for the Vikings, and home for the Chargers. That's sweet. That's sweet. But that week 15 game against the Chargers is Thursday night football. So that means we're going to be tired. But then you go into a Monday night football on the 25th. And that's the one where we will be in Kansas City. So that's going to be interesting. All right. So let me get back to my count here for a second. Okay. So I counted that as okay. And then okay. And then I was going to say the Chargers. We win to get a little revenge from the game on the road. They got us, but I don't think that'll happen again. They're so up and down. I think we can take them. I really do. And then we go into Kansas City. Now, I'm going to call that one a loss because I feel like we're going to win our home game and they're going to lose their home game. That's where I find 7-2, I believe, because then we have the Colts a win and the Broncos a win. I don't care if they're at home or on the road. Those are wins. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6-2. Did I miss one? I don't know. I don't think I missed one, but I think we can do it. I think we can get to the playoffs. I think this is going to be super interesting, and I can't wait. Okay. Doggone it. Where did my little stuff go? where can it be? What in the blue bunny farts is going on here? Lynn? Lynn? Oh, never mind. I thought I messed up my program. I was like trying to get, okay, never mind. I wasn't actually calling her for help. Okay, don't laugh. No, stop laughing. I wasn't calling her for help. I was calling her just to make sure I hadn't, okay, I was calling her for help. I was. Hi, Tommy. You're early. Mommy is calling Grampy and Uncle Jim.
Did you press mute?
What? Get out of here. I didn't do anything.
Did you accidentally press mute?
No, I was only shouting out to you so I could say I love you. That was it. See, so now you look bad because you thought there was some ulterior motive. Playoffs, Bear? Playoffs? We're talking about playoffs? Playoffs. We just want to get a win. Okay? Playoffs. Playoff Bear, we beat the Chiefs after losing twice because we lose to them as much as I hate it. Yeah, but I feel good about Aiden O'Connell. I really do. And I think the fact that we got him in early is going to help us. And by the way, did anyone notice that my prediction was correct? That something would happen to Jimmy Garoppolo. I said it would be week 7, week 8, and I would be comfortable with that because if it gets to week 7, week 8, we know he has enough games in front of him that he could really take control of the team and make it his own. And we get a solid opportunity to see him as a starter and whether or not you want to keep him as a veteran. Now, you all remember what I was saying earlier. Poised, accurate, smart, right? All those things. But you want to know what else he is? He's a rookie on a 4-year deal. That means you'll never pay as little as you can pay now for that quarterback. You're saving money every season that he's under that rookie quarterback deal. So make him go out there and earn it. I want to see him do that. And let him know, and I'm sure they have, that if he does that, it's only going to give him incentive to get another contract. A big one, though. One of those big quarterback contracts. Pedro Figueroa, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. We as fans, if we think Antonio Pierce should stay as our coach at the end of the season, we need someone. We need to somehow get the word out to Mark how we feel about our coach. Oh, that's getting done. That's getting done. I assure you. I know people. It's getting done. It's why he made the move so fast. That was kind of what I was starting to say when I brought up the fact that I had gotten that scoop. What I was trying to say is the only part of my scoop that I got wrong, and I did get part of it wrong. I predicted from what the news that I had gotten from my snitch that Mark Davis was going to fire Josh McDaniels for sure this year. But I was of the thought that he would wait until the end of the season to let him bury himself, because what if we get another bunch of losses? right? It benefits us in the draft. You can get rid of him, bring in a new coach, and let him have those draft picks. Ramona Gallegos, what's up? Welcome to the show. I appreciate the happy birthday, love. Robert Cortez, how you doing, man? Welcome. Mr. Raider Bear, when our dunderhead coach was fired and our sissy quarterback got benched, Grandpa said, "'Bout darn time," but he didn't say darn. I have a feeling he added a God dog it. It was probably a God dog it, right? No. Was it a God damn it? Yeah, it's probably God damn it. All right, let's see. Darren Patterson, I think we beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, Bear, after losing to them twice in the season. I don't know, man. Did you see the low score they had against the Dolphins? You know what I mean? Now, could that have been their defense, or was the Dolphins off their game? And not to mention they're not real. The Dolphins are fugazi. This idea they're this unstoppable team now with their new offensive coordinator / coach, I think is ridiculous. Raul Omar Romero Ruiz. Damn, that's a mouthful. What's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Appreciate the love. Doc Raider, appreciate the love, brother. Mark Alvarez, family in the house. Antonio's driving that 64 Impala. Right? He is so old school. I can't wait. Scotty Lutz, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Appreciate the happy birthday. Okay, Mike Crane, what's up? Welcome to the show. Guy Williams, appreciate the love there, the birthday wishes. Let's see. Lance Sanfilippo, Mr. Bear, how long do you think it takes for a rebuild? Do you think, and congrats to Antonio Pride, and I know you meant Pierce, Antonio Pierce, former New York Giants getting a chance to be a NFL head coach. Still love him, though, New York Giant Antonio Pierce. Yeah, he was a great guy, won a Super Bowl with the Giants. He talks about it all the time. He shows the Giants respect. He really does. And welcome to the show again, Lance. I haven't talked to you in too long. Now, having said that, though, he also understands old school football. You run when you can and you throw when you need. The league turned into throw first, run later. You know, and if you see the prototype of that is the Buffalo Bills, and you can see it's coming unglued. Teams are starting to understand what Buffalo's doing. That's why they're starting to regress now, because they looked like a Super Bowl contender when they got Josh Allen and some of their other pieces and Diggs. And now it's just Josh to Diggs, no running game. And then all they have to do is double team Diggs every once in a while. And then Josh stands back there like, and then sometimes throws it to him anyway into double coverage, or he drops his helmet down, starts running and tries to run over linebackers and safeties. It's just, they're just not playing smart football right now. Oh, Elon Bush. I dug that Impala that AP pulled up in the was so West Coast of him. You know, Elon, I got to tell you, it's not only just West Coast. He's trying to say that the Raider way is to be loose. You know what I mean? Is to relax. You still know what you have to do, your job. They get amped up just before the game starts. You do that in the locker room. You know what I mean? And then you go out and you give them the business. You know, but this whole like everyone must work in an orderly fashion. You know, Josh McDaniels is a boob, just a boob. And you know, and we had to. I understood why a lot of Raider Nation was supporting him because he was our coach. You know what I mean? Even if we don't like the guy, he was the coach of the team. So even as your host of this show, I was trying to be patient with Josh McDaniels. I really felt like if he could institute his offense, which obviously he never did. He just never did, because I just think it was too deep. He wanted to start changing and making variations. And I don't think he understood that the team he came from in the Patriots, they were together all that time, always running the same offense. So when you would bring in new guys, the entire team taught those guys what they were supposed to learn. I think he missed that. I don't think he understood that, because he didn't have that coming into Las Vegas, but he always had it. And so he thought that it was just a natural thing, that if I come in and I put in this offense, people will get on board and then everyone else will get on board. No, it's too hard. You know what I mean? The language is just too hard. And I'm saying that honestly. I feel like I'm a smart guy. I don't know that I would have done well with it, because he makes this long verbiage and then tells them to audible, and they have to go into that long verbiage. And then all you can do is pray that your players know where they're supposed to be on that given play. And it was becoming a problem. You could tell. Trebell Henson, what's up, Trebell? Welcome to the show. Appreciate you, brother. Thomari Bolo Winslow, anyone going to Las Vegas for the Minnesota game? Thomari asks. Okay, I know it's the Giants, but very first time in a long time that I've seen our Raiders have a comfortable blowout win. Scotty Lutz, it wasn't just the Giants. I want to make it clear. Although the Giants don't look like a good team, and they don't, the one thing they do have is Wink Martindale, a genius defensive coordinator who was throwing every wrinkle he could at Aiden O'Connell, and none of it worked. Now, what do I mean by that? He threw variations at him. He had two linebackers at the last second while AOC was calling out the play. They would run up to the line and then start jumping like they're getting ready to blitz right when he snaps the ball, and then they would all fade back and create a bubble of coverage around the rest of your receivers moving through the field. Now, it didn't bother AOC at all. He kept dropping it underneath. And then as soon as they really did try to come and get him, he right over the top. He understands it. I'm telling you guys, this Aiden O'Connell is older than he seems. I promise you, he is older than he seems. I think we're seeing the next great Raider quarterback. I did not blink. I think right now we are seeing the next great Raider quarterback. And I'm being deathly serious. I'm not saying he's going to, go undefeated or anything like that. But do I believe that this guy could take us to a Super Bowl? Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm fired up. John LaJoy, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. I hope your podcast is going well. Let's see. Al Davis would definitely be proud of Mark last week. Finally got his head out of his, right? Happy birthday, Bear. Great week to have a birthday. Reyes Antonio, I appreciate that, brother. Darren Patterson, the Dolphins quarterback, 1 sack away to being out for concussion. Sorry to say, the better we play, the Mad Max play. Darren Patterson, that is true. And I have said, right when Tua was drafted, I said the guy's feet are in concrete. I never would have picked up that guy. Even if you needed a quarterback, get a different one. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying he's not accurate. He's accurate, but he's slower than Aiden O'Connell. And this is the same guy who had a separation hip injury. A separated hip, guys. That's something you do in car accidents when you're 80. You know what I mean? You don't normally lose your midsection that way. That's a major injury. And he was barely touched, by the way. The hit that caused his injury was like a joke. It was two guys, and they realized they were getting ready to smash him, and they literally let up on him, and they just knocked him into the ground, and then he just went flat and was hip broken. Israel Casillas, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. What's your thoughts on how Antonio Pierce has the practice squad on the sidelines? His response was badass. They're a Raider player too. Yes, Israel, welcome to the show. And I would say this to you. He wants things to be as much normal football as it gets. He has taken the Deion Sanders approach to the players, and that is just let them be themselves. If they want to have swag, have swag. He's letting them be themselves. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, the reason why that worked for us more than it would anywhere else in the league is because we had a disaster of a coach last year. And that same disaster of a coach was leading us into another disaster of a season. And then Mark Davis comes in and gives us hope. And now on top of giving us hope, you have a new coach who you bring into the locker room, and the very first words out of his mouth are, Ray! Dirt! Antonio Pierce has got to work on that pause. I didn't like that. Ray, dirt. No. Someone go over there and help him with that. Oh, we will be better simply because our defense has started getting better. Mike Crane, I think the defense got better because the defensive coordinator was given more freedom in what he was going to run. And I'm going to tell you honestly, Josh McDaniels and some of the other people he had on his staff had their tentacles into that. Yeah. So he was messing with that too. Pedro Figueroa, I remember I met you in Oakland, bro. It's been years now. I love you too, brother. Yes. And wow, your friend there is beautiful. Great smile. Sean Paul Doney's Mad Max. Exactly. That's all you got to say. Miami game, Mad Max. Yeah. And if we knock Tua out of the game, which I think is highly likely because he's just not fast. And right now, Max is one of the fast defensive end players in football. And if he just, even if he throws the ball and gets it away, if Max only has to take one more step to put that shoulder in and give a good whack, we all know he will. We all know he will. That's what we like about him. He plays on that edge, not dirty, but close. You know what I mean? I'm going to come and sock you until I hear the whistle. Anthony Ross Hansen, appreciate the love. Let's see. Where are we at? Ramon, one more time. Bear, Ramon Gallegos. Bear, I was at the game on Sunday for my birthday. First time at Vegas. Nice. And it was loud. I even lost my voice. What a great memory. And you have beautiful kids, brother. Now, having said that, you were at the first game that AOC was announced as the starter. That's kind of big, bro. So if you have those tickets, I would keep them. Because if he goes into the Hall of Fame or something like that, and you have his first starter tickets, that would be valuable, man. Those kind of things, they go for big bucks. Don Thomas said, howdy. Right. Even Mama Bear said no. Steeler Val said, happy birthday, Tommy. That's from Tommy, his mama. I appreciate that. You wrote it on my page too. I appreciate that. Bear, what should our expectations be for our after that Giants game? Yes, I want to have optimism, but at the same time, I want to be realistic. Okay, Scotty, now I know you get into a lot of debates about this with other people, so I'm going to give you what would be my argument to debate that the Raiders are going to have a good rest of their season and go 7-2, maybe 6-3 at worst. How do I say this? Aiden O'Connell, when he was at Purdue, he played the same way I just saw him play for us. In other words, I saw no fear. I saw him come right from the college level to the pros and go, okay. And he's already assimilating all that information, already soaking up all that playbook and has it down. And by the way, guys, I can't explain enough. When you're a rookie and you don't have to wear the wristband, you're kind of a badass because the guy already has the offense down backwards and forwards. And by the way, Scotty, remember, if you still have the game on tape, if you recorded it, you can show all your friends. But if you can't do that, you can tell them this. He was calling out the protections. A rookie quarterback was spotting the mic and the blitzer and was picking them up, and he was right. And only the quarterback can do that. He was setting up the line for victory. You know, Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't doing that, and he's a veteran. You know what I mean? So I shouldn't say he wasn't doing it at all. Jimmy Garoppolo was doing it to a certain extent, but AOC, the younger guy, to me, is ready to go. I think we're going to see a lot of greatness out of him. I love seeing Renfro finally getting used. AOC to the Jake, yes. AOC to Devontae, the third, and Renfro or Mayer, tight end. Finally, glad to have a high football IQ guy that knows to get to the playmakers. Yeah, and the defense feeds off that. Yeah, and what I like about it too, what you just said, is that he moves the ball around. He just wasn't looking for Devontae Adams. And if they take him out of the game because they're double and tripling him, fine. Then you hit guys that are going to be open no matter what, because you can't just move a bunch of people to cover another guy, and you're going to leave holes everywhere. And I love it. Don Thomas, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. I appreciate the love. Jim Vanderland, my theory is McIdiot wasn't the offensive genius that everyone thought he was. He had success with the Patriots because he had that shall not be okay. Because he who shall not be named as a quarterback. Well, you mean our minority owner? He who will not be. Okay, I can't say it. I don't know. It's like making my tongue go into calisthenics. I can't say it. Okay. Because he had that shall not be named quarterback. There we go. I said it. As far as Tom Brady's concerned, after going through all that, All right, but as far as Tom is concerned, that's why their system worked. It wasn't the system; it was the guy they had running it. And I don't mind telling you, I hate that guy. I hate him with a passion. But I can't say he's not good. I can't say he can't play because he can, but just not anymore. Okay. Not to mention that the Giants defense, the 3 games before us, held teams to 240 yards total each game, and our quarterback agent O'Connell and our Raiders went over 340 yards total on that defense. Exactly. And we had 24 points at the half. And they had, or no, I think they had 1 field goal. So it was like 24-3. So we were smoking them. To me, 28-0 or 28-3, anytime you get to 28 and the other team has just barely scored, the game's over. They should be allowed to just forfeit. Just here, Raiders, we concede. Adam Crane, I appreciate the love. Al's Ghost, what's up, Al? Welcome to the show. Watched some of his Purdue highlights last night, and the dude is crazy efficient and can make every throw. Exactly. Now you see what I'm seeing. I didn't want to say it myself. I'm sorry, I'm patting myself on the back. But on top of that, Phil Murray, if I could give you something else, he naturally walks around at 215 pounds. That's just a natural weight for him. So if he competes and he eats and he keeps himself in shape, he's only going to come down to around 200, 210 maybe, and he's still in that rock. He walks around, 215, 220. You know what I'm saying? That's nice. So even when you come and you're trying to drill him and all that, he got a little bit of that body on him to keep him healthy, and I think that's good. Don Wally D said, Raiders. Lorenzo Baca said, if you could compare quarterbacks, who would AOC remind you of? Oh, wow, that's a good one. Okay, honestly, and nobody bite my head off about this, please, okay? Because you should never compare rookies to legends. But if I had to pick someone, and, Lorenzo was twisting my arm and made me pick someone, I would say Peyton Manning. Because you remember, Peyton Manning wasn't a runner. He stood in the pocket. He had a short delivery, like that, just really short delivery. AOC has a short, crisp delivery. Peyton Manning threw perfect spirals. AOC was perfect. I would say the difference is that the deep ball goes to AOC. He was better than Peyton Manning as far as the deep ball, because Peyton Manning was never a big arm guy. He could do it early on in his career when he was young. He could throw a bomb here and there, but for the most part, he was a 20 to 30 yards, get it there. Whereas AOC's throwing balls 50 yards, 40, 50 yards. So I would say Peyton Manning. Great question, Lorenzo Baca. Troy Gill, AOC should have been starting quarterback and not going back to Jimmy G. Josh was dumped for that. Troy Gill, I agree, but I'm going to say this. It inadvertently helped us because you didn't put AOC into the fire too soon. I thought if we had him start the season, that would have been too much. He might have gotten overwhelmed. He might have lost games we shouldn't. It would get into his head, and we would lose a guy that, I think has all the tools. He has all the tools. He can throw short. He can throw deep. He can spread the ball around. He can go through his progressions very quickly so that the offensive line doesn't have to have him stand back there for 5 minutes. And he has enough arm, 5-tool athlete. He has enough arm at the quarterback position to get it wherever he needs to. Sideline throws, whatever, comeback throws, whatever, back shoulder throws. He can do all of that. And again, my gentleman that just said to me he saw the tape when he was at Purdue. I tell everyone, go watch the tape when he was at Purdue, because there you will see a warrior, because he had as much or more confidence as he's ever had in his life, because that was the highest level of football he could play at the time. And he was killing it at Purdue. Killing it. Elon Bush sighting. What's up, brother? Based on how highly AOC's college coaches spoke of him, I knew he was a man amongst boys mentally anyways. Yeah, he doesn't dwell on interceptions. He doesn't dwell on mistakes. You never saw him hold his head down after he fumbled twice in that one game that idiot Josh McWee put into the, didn't let him start, but I think it was week 4. And then he did pretty decent. made 2 fumbles, but he outplayed Jimmy Garoppolo, played better than what's his face, the other second stringer guy that we got rid of. Appreciate the love, Joe McMillan. Edgar Del Toro. Oh, wow. Beautiful family. Edgar, beautiful family. John Swayze, welcome to the show. Aloha, right back to you, brother. Okay. So much. Tanner, welcome, man. Welcome to the show. Miguel, I believe that Mark Davis realized he made a mistake by not hiring Rich, the coach that went to Green Bay, and he won't make the same mistake twice. We definitely found our coach. Miguel, I first definitely found our coach. I can't argue that. Because I agree with you 1000%. Okay. And this is what I do for a living. Okay. So you're asking an analyst who's been doing this for a decade, and when I say a decade, I've been a fan of football since I was like 15 years old, and I was watching pro football at that age. I liked it. Like I called it, like other kids like cartoons, you know what I mean? But, the coach at Green Bay, I don't think he regrets that. I don't think he regrets that. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna have coaches go somewhere else and play well and run an offense well that you didn't hire. It happens. You don't linger on that. Tana and Mocha, no, I didn't get a chance to see his car. I got to be honest with you. We looked like an entirely different team on both sides of the ball. Doc Raider, that was where I thought Josh McDaniels was going to feel really stung, because the day you leave, they put up 30. But you couldn't squeeze 20 out of that apple. You know what I mean? What are you doing, man? I couldn't believe that when I saw that. When Tua is pressured, he buckles like a we got to work on tackles that turn. Plays or drop extenders. Honestly, you can't expect a perfect game. They did what they did. They came in, they won. Just win, baby. Just win, baby. You're right about the tackling. They do have to shore that up, but I don't think that they would disagree with you. They got guys down. The addition of Jalen Smith has looked like it's going to be nice, because Jalen Smith played well. And Amik Robertson, the guy who always seems like, he's on the bubble of you're going to get rid of that. And then he shows again and played really well. They had one touchdown on him, if I'm not mistaken. And then he got it back. He got an interception. So, I've been wondering when Amik Robertson was going to be off the team 3 years ago. So, I missed that one. Amik Robinson balled out. He's undersized and underrated. Yeah, Jerome Coleman, my twin brother, I got to tell you that, and he can wood. I never could do that. I don't like him as a cover corner guy, though. That's what I don't like. And I don't like him playing Nate Hobbs's, nickel. I don't like that, because he's not really a coverage guy. But because he's a safety, but he delivers the ball. I mean, he delivers wax and can get to the ball, make you fumble. He plays like a linebacker, even though he's small. You know what I mean? And then he has the hands to get interceptions. So I'm kind of backpedaling on the Amik Robertson thing. I have to admit that. Jerry Kester, Sup Air, Stockton 209 in the house. Looking forward to a few second half season wins. Yeah, this is going to be amazing. I think he's getting to start exactly where I thought he'd be in the best shape. Until week 7, week 8, I felt like if Jimmy Garoppolo was here and got hurt, then you put in AOC instead of Brian Hoyer and shake his hand, pat him on the back, and say it's your way to ride it, the rest of the way. Go get it. You're riding the board for the rest of the way. Whoa. A little bit of a surfing reference there. It was Aiden O'Connell's second start. He started for Josh. Yeah, I know. I don't count that one, though, because it was for Josh. We find a way to talk about Carr. He's not on our team. It's weird. Vegas Nana, I haven't talked about Carr at all. And maybe in my comments with my people, but not me. Okay. John LaJoy, Jim G got replaced by 2 rookies, and did Jim G ask to leave? I'm not sure about that. I know he's not happy with the situation. Mr. Raider Bear, if the Raiders do make it to the playoffs, there's a chance both of my teams could play in the Super Bowl, right? Then you'd really be torn. I saw somewhere that he asked to be traded. Okay. When you tell me it's not just the Giants, Bear, what do you mean? Are you saying the Giants are not bad despite their 2-7 record says, or what do you mean? I mean that the strongest part of the Giants was their defense, is their defense. The strongest, the only effective part of the Giants is their defense, and we took it apart. Travis McNeil, sup, Bear? What's good, man? I'm liking our new coach. He seems like he can get down with the players. Yeah, Travis, not only does he get down with the players, he took them back to the old school. He removed all these new stupid rules that McDaniel had in place. The guys can play music in the locker room now again. He wasn't allowing that. They can go out and on the field and form a circle and dance, and show out in the sun. They weren't allowed to do that. And so he's letting them have freedom and then coming in and calling the game the way a player would call the game, the way football games are won, running the ball, shorten the chains. If you get to third down, get to short third downs, complete those first downs, grind field, take field position, and then score a touchdown or score a field goal. And I think the players responded to it. I knew we were going to see a whole different team. It's amazing what a complete turnaround the Raiders did. Anna Diaz Rincon. Hey, love. Always glad to see you. They scored a touchdown. D broke down in coverage. Back of the end zone. Got to fix that. And tackling still. Yeah, the tackling. I'm going to just go with the tackling. The tackling was bad. Predicting the score will be 9-17 Raiders Sunday night. Okay. Let's see. Wow. I'd be working way too much, but I do get to watch every game on NFL Plus Premium. Okay. That's cool. Elon. I was going to say AOC is comparable to a Roethlisberger in terms of his build and his arm accuracy goes. I would say that. He's not quite as chubby, though. Roethlisberger was pretty chubby. Even when he first came into the league, he was a big guy. You know what I mean? Not just height. He had a stout frame on him. And I'm being nice saying stout. He was fat. He had a little muffin top, if you know what I mean. But he got rid of it, played well for a long time, won a couple Super Bowls. So I shouldn't rip him too bad. AOC is the cerebral quarterback. He's the smartest quarterback in the roster. Well, not only that, he's probably the coolest. And I don't mean like hang out with your friends cool. I mean cool under pressure. You know what I mean? Love this kid already. Patrick Ramos, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. I'm glad you got home safe. Steven Shaw, how you doing, man? Welcome. Always there for Raider Bear. Okay, this one's from Tommy. Mr. Raider Bear, do you think our ex-coach watched the game and now knows he's a dunderhead? Tommy. I'm going to use that. He's a dunderhead. I like that. All right, now, as far as the dunderhead is concerned, Tommy, yes, he had to have been extremely bothered by the fact that a coach on his own roster was able to come in and completely improve literally every aspect of what we do as Raiders. Special teams was better. The scoring was better. The morale of the players was better. The fact that the quarterback came in and really knew what they were going to be doing. I loved it. How long until the media tries to dig up some dirt on Antonio Pierce? He's a Raider now, so he's got to expect it, especially if his success continues. There is dirt in his history. There is. I'm not going to go into that because I don't have all the ins and outs of what it is, but there is dirt in Antonio Pierce's background. The problem with that, though, is Mark Davis will fight for him. Mark Davis knows and loves this guy. He will fight for him. The same way he was willing to take the bullet for Gruden. It was the NFL that forced Mark Davis to do what he did. It wasn't Mark Davis. He didn't want to fire John Gruden. He wanted to let the whole thing blow by. And now if he had been almost any other player, or any other coach on the staff, Mark Davis gets rid of him, probably doesn't even make a statement about it. But because it was John Gruden, a guy he truly believed was going to bring us back to Raider greatness, he didn't want to fire him. But then with pressure through media and so on, he fired him. Now you fast forward to Antonio. I don't see them going after AP like that. And when I say that, I mean, I don't see Mark Davis, the team, the staff, they're going to, if anything, it'll give him more credit as a Raider and a Raider coach. He's real. He's lived a life a little bit. Naked Raider in the house. What's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Ramiro Cash Flow Castro. Appreciate the love on the stars, brother. Let's see. AP has the charisma and the feel of the players. He needs to be the permanent coach. Remove the interim tag already. I can't say it any better than that, brother. I don't see how many penalties we got last game. That's because there were very few. We played a super clean game. Mark Davis is letting Gruden use his legal team in his case against the league. Yeah, Tana, they were thick. You know what I mean? Good friends. You have to remember, it goes back some 20 years when John Gruden, 20 plus years, when John Gruden was first our coach. And at that point, Mark Davis was just a very young man. You know what I mean? And so he fell in love with the coach. He saw the way he was winning. But in reality, he had kind of a 50-50 record. I can't remember exactly what the number was, but it was like 57 wins, 55 losses, something like that. Almost even. I don't see how many penalties we got last time. Oh, I already read that. Tony Carpenter Evans. Whoa. Whoa. All right, guys. That is my show. I appreciate you all coming in and contributing stars to Raider Bear family page. I really appreciate you all and your attitude. You're always awesome, and you always make my day here at Raider Bear Live. Working with all of my peoples. One of the only shows that reaches out to their fans and says, hey, come on, come talk to me about it. Let's talk about it. Raiders! Shout out to our armed forces, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, National Guard, Space Force. For all you do, the energy and love of this show is dedicated to your sacrifice, active and veteran. Much love. Yeah, I did well on my birthday. All right, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Raider Bear family page. Hey!